Now today I thought I'd make a really tasty stew. We're going to be making a beef stew and it's going to be cooked in the red wine. We've got tomatoes, vegetables, herbs. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So if you want a tasty stew, give this one a go. So for making up this stew, I'm just going to go through the ingredients I'm going to use. Now, got me piece of meat there. Now that's a piece of stewing beef, nice piece got from the butcher's. In terms of weight, mine weighs about 1 kilogram, and I'm going to chop it into nice chunky pieces. Now, what we're going to do is cook it in a mixture of red wine, and we've got this sort of tomato sauce, really nice tomato sauce. Now, what we're going to use is about 2/3 of that bottle, so about 500 millilitres of a good red wine. Now also, I've got a couple of jars, so that's a total of 800 grams of a really nice tomato sauce. Now, this is called Chair de Tomate, and it's from the Provence, so it's, you know, from France basically, and it's got some herbs in there, and it's just a really nice, ripe, flavoured tomato sauce. Now we're also going to add some vegetables. Now for that, I've got a couple of red peppers, so we're going to chop those down, leave the seeds behind. I've got 400 grams of shallots, there's about a dozen of those. Just peel them, put them in the pot. And then I've got about 250 grams of really nice mushrooms. Now I'm also going to use some black olives. Now I've got these ones at the back. Now they're flavoured in some herbs. You've got rosemary, you've got basil, and you've got thyme. So really nice black olives, and we're going to add those in the pot. I've got 4 cloves of garlic, peel those, chop them nice and fine. Some fresh thyme, so we're going to make a little bouquet and, you know, just put it in the pot and it'll just add some really nice flavour. About 3 bay leaves, dried bay leaves. I've got some plain flour. Now we've got that because what we're going to do is to chop the meat up and dip it in the flour, seasoned flour, and then it helps to slightly thicken it all at the end. Now I've also got a little bit of orange zest. I've just zested a little bit of the orange there. So just add that in, it just gives a little flavour. Salt and pepper seasoning, because you do need to season it quite well. And then really just a bit of oil, which we're going to use for cooking off the meat pieces to slightly brown them. So nice simple ingredients, but it all comes together and makes something scrummy. So let's get it all prepared and get on with the cooking. Now I've come over to the hob, I've got it all prepared, all chopped up, ready to go. So it keeps your life nice and easy and we can really enjoy the cooking. Now what I'm going to do is to start off with the flour, because we're going to dust off the meat in the flour. So what you want to do is season that. I'll season the meat as well. Like that. Salt and pepper. Get a good bit of seasoning on there. On the meat as well. Lovely. And then all we're going to do is just grab the pieces and you can just dust these off. So I'll carry on doing that with all of them. So I've finished dusting those off. So they're ready to go in the frying pan. So let's put some oil in the pan, bring it up to heat, and then we're going to start browning off the meat. So just take the lid off, we're going to need that later on. Now, I'm just going to put a little bit of oil in there at the bottom of the pan. Probably want just enough to get a bit of colour on the pieces of meat. Now, you probably won't be able to do all the meat all at the same time, so you might have to do it in 2 batches. Now I'm just going to bring that up to heat, probably about a medium heat. Now they always just come up to heat, so just going to place the piece of meat in there. So I'll carry on doing that, get them all in the pan. So I've just been cooking mine for a few minutes, and see that beautiful colour on that. So turn these round and try and build that colour up all over. So I've got a nice colour on the meat, so I'm going to pop that out and do the same with the second batch. So again, I'll finish the second batch, say tote those out, and then we can go straight in with the shallots. Now all that at the bottom, don't worry about that, because that is flavour. And then I'm going to pop the shallots in there. Now we're just getting a little bit of colour on those shallots, so I'm going to pour in the garlic. Now the garlic, don't let that burn. So just move it around like that. Now I've just given the garlic about a minute. So what I'm going to do, just pour that meat back in there, get all those juices out. Now I might as well put the thyme in there. I've just tied it all together, and then I've got the bay leaves and that orange zest, and then I'm going to follow it up with the red wine. Now I have just poured in the red wine. I used about 2/3 of a bottle, so it's about 500 millilitres, but for some reason the video footage didn't come out, but it's in the pan bubbling away. That's it, just got that bubbling. Now it's a good time just to move everything around, get it in that wine, and if you want you can always scrape the bottom of the pan, which will help lift off those flavours that the meat created. I'm just going to turn that down again. Now I'm going to add in the tomato. So this is a really nice tomato sauce. Let's get the second one in there. Lovely. Get it all out. And then really just give that all a good mix. Leave it cooking away. Now in total this is going to be cooking nice and slow for at least a few hours, probably about 3.5 hours. Now what I'm going to do is, a little bit later, I'm going to add in the mushrooms, the peppers and the olives. But I'm just going to leave it as it is now, slowly simmering away, and put a lid on it. Now you could put this in the oven and cook it, you know, on a low heat, like 140 degrees Celsius, or you can have it simmering away on the hob. So I'm going to leave mine to simmer away on the hob. But turn it down nice and low, just so it's gently bubbling away. Now I've been cooking for pretty much about 3 hours, 3 hours 15 minutes, and I think the meat is just about ready. Now what I'm going to do is just put in the red peppers, and I've also got those mushrooms. I'm going to give it all a bit of a stir around and just cook that for about another 20 minutes or so before it gets too dark here, and that will be ready to serve up. So give it another 20 minutes, 30 minutes at the most, and we're going to serve it up and enjoy. Now I put the mushrooms in a little bit later, because if you put them in, you know, at the beginning, they just kind of almost disintegrate. So just leave them as they are, bubbling away, and I'll see you in another 20 minutes or so. Pop the lid back on. Now since we added those mushrooms and red peppers in there, now I am going to add in the olives. I did forget them actually, I'll be honest, but it doesn't matter. I was going to put them in towards the end. Now there is one thing I want to do, and that's taste it. So let's see how we go. Let's taste that. Couple of things I think this needs. Number one, just a little bit of sugar. I haven't got any in yet, but a little bit of sugar. The reason I'm adding that is just because there's a little bit of acidity. I can taste that. And also, I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper in there as well. So grab the pepper and a little bit of the salt. Give it a stir around and quickly just taste that again. Get a clean spoon again. Let me try that. That is so much better. Just a slight amount more sugar, not much. I mean, you might like it as it is, but it just makes a world of difference. That little tiny bit of sugar takes the acidity out, and it just makes it absolutely beautiful. Now, I reckon that is almost ready to serve up. So, I'm going to put the lid on, take it over to the table, and I'm going to serve mine up with some bread. Now, I'm just going to show you what we got. There's that beautiful stew. Look at that, really nice. It's thickened up. That meat is going to be beautiful. So what I'm going to do is serve this up. Now I'm just going to serve up that beautiful stew. Now the meat, it's been nicely cooked. It's soft and it's delicious. Let me just put that there. Got the red peppers. Just try and get a bit of everything because it's all good. Now with this, obviously you could serve it up with mashed potato or bread. It's entirely up to you. And again, you can mix and match what vegetables you put in yours. But you know, I've kept it simple. There's no potatoes in there, so you can have some bread. Now let's just try this and see how it tastes. Now, I've got myself some bread there. I've actually got some olive bread. Look at this. Oh, lovely olive bread. Let me try that. Oh, there's a bit of meat there. The main thing is, when you cook it, make sure you cook it so the meat is lovely and tender. That is the most important thing about the dish, apart from it tasting good. Let me try that. Alright, it's good. That is good. Make sure you season it enough with salt and pepper, because you do need to do that. And let's scoop up some of those pieces there. Look at that. Oh, enjoy. Thanks for watching my videos. Don't forget to ring the bell, subscribe, and you know, I love those comments. I do look out for them and the ratings. And I'll see you on the next one, the original Naked Chef. Oh, enjoy.